Morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bob's Garage, and I finally got my car back. Hey, so for those of you that haven't been following along, I had suffered a bunch of damage to my car. Initially, it was from a local car wash, and then I had hit a road gator on the highway, causing even more damage to my car. And I took my car into a local body shop, and I was getting it repaired through my insurance, so I just had to pay my deductible. And the body shop took every bit of 3 weeks to get my car repaired. So all they did was install a new front bumper, skid plate, and accessories up front there. So the license plate, the painted license plate cover, the fog light trim. One of the fog lights was bad, the shroud, the intercooler shroud, all that stuff. And yeah, but it took them 3 weeks. They kept going back and forth. They said they would call the dealer would run the VIN and send the parts that they would request, but the parts that the dealer sent was different than what was actually on the car. I don't know why it took them 3 weeks to figure all this out. You would think they would run into those issues in week 1, but they got it done. They did get it fixed. I'll roll a little bit of footage over the top of this, showing what it looks like the day I got it, and they did do a good job. So one of the things that I kind of want to look into that I haven't heard many other people talk about doing on their S4s, because I got a brand new, fresh, minty cherry bumper. I'm thinking one of those clear bras. So if you remember way back, I had picked up just for cheap one of those black 90s style bras. I was thinking I might as well just if it's like $200-300, maybe I can just pick up one of those clear bras, and then I never have to really worry about it. So I'm gonna look into that. There's a place near my work that I believe they specialize in those clear bras and stuff. So I don't know what pricing is. I'm just curious if any of you guys have anything like that on the front of your cars that protect it and stuff. The first thing I did, I tried to remove those fog light trim pieces, and so you can get to those bolts that hold the front bumper on, and those things are in tight. It's all brand new stuff. So I asked the guy just to make sure. I'm like, hey, can you ask the guy that assembled my car and just make sure there's no screws that hold those trim pieces in that go around each fog light? So he asked me, he's like, no, they're just like press fit or whatever. They have like the locking tabs, but he's like, no, you just pull them in and pop them out and stuff. So I'm like, well, all right, good enough for me. I remember the first time that I removed those trim pieces, and it was a little scary because I'd never done it before. And they're like, no, you just grab it and pull it. Excuse me. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on my car soon. So I gotta do an oil change this week or within the next week. I don't know. I still need to replace that my driver's side intercooler. The body shop didn't do that, and they didn't even have a means of doing like a boost leak test. So I'm gonna have to do that at some point, but that entails ripping the whole bumper apart and everything. So I kind of tried to peek in there, and it does look like they hooked up my headlight washers and everything. So everything's like back to 100% stock. And I don't know how the body shop does it. Like when I went into the body shop, they gave me a quote, like without insurance, or before I told them I was working with insurance, they gave me a quote of like $3,300. My insurance came in at like $1,300, and then the body shop, that was the reason why I went to this body shop. They're like, oh, well, I'm like, well, hell, if the body shop's gonna replace more than my insurance would, I might as well just go through the body shop. Well, so when I brought my car in, they're like, oh, well, we need that estimate from your insurance. I was like, what? They're like, well, that's where we have to start, because that's what they'll pay out. I was like, well, fuck, but when all was said and done, I want to say the final bill was around $2,700. So that included a new front bumper, the painted to match license plate bezel piece, both fog light trim pieces, and those are painted as well. One, I believe just one intercooler shroud on the driver's side. Driver's side fog light, the underneath the skid plate, and I haven't opened it up, so they might even replace like the internal mechanisms of the front bumper, like the headlight washer stuff and all that. I don't know if they transferred that over from the old bumper or what they did for that. So yeah, so I mean, I'm happy with the work and all that. It took entirely way too long. I'm just thinking about it, like if I would have had to rent a car for 3 freaking weeks and pay for that out of pocket or something, could you imagine? It's what, 40-50 bucks a day times 21. That's a lot of money. So that would have been like $1,000 in rental car fees. So yeah, so let me know what you think, and you know, I don't know what the let me know when you see the footage of the front of my car, like does it look like anything special to you? Because I asked around and everyone's like, it's just a 2002 B5 S4. They're like, unless the dealer or the body shop was trying to install A4 parts or something crazy like that, or aftermarket parts, that would be the only way they should run into like issues with parts. They said there weren't like variations on the bumper or anything, so I don't know what the deal was, but yeah, so stay tuned for more, and I'm happy to have my car back. Let's just keep it at that. So see ya.